Nah. Enjoy the Deus Ex one. Yeah, let's watch the recap.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel, By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru,
There's a lot
president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Seraph Industries
Makes sense.
was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Seraph had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Seraph if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Seraph had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. shot out of the sky by Bell Tower associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
Wow. That is a hell of a story.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team. and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We've got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Aha!
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Structural weakness. Stun gun ammo, biocell. Petitions, quick recharge. Oh! Sweet. Well, I electrified the floor. That's fine. Gives me an achievement. Let's do tutorial. Need to learn. Completed. Yes.
العاصفة راح تكون هان عن قريب. أنا ما بحبش هذا المكان لأنه بخوف على الآخر. جاهز؟ ماشي يا ماما. ها؟ ايش كان هذا؟ هذا مين هذا؟ وطي راسك.
That's sorted.
راح احزمك.
And well, that could have gone better. Down at the penthouse.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Yes.
وردة قبل ما الريح ده يجي علينا.
طبعا طبعا. Good night. There he is. Grab all of this.
That was fast. They installed the signal booster already?
Combat. Oh, yeah.
That was fast. They installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان
That didn't quite work.
I will kill you!
Alright.
Was fast. They installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comet breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
You cannot hit me! I will kill you! It's mine! Lay down and cover fire! Get down! Get down! I will kill you! You're going to regret this! You cannot hit me!
Oh, damn it.
Just add his body to the pile.
Nope. Load later save. That was not good. Alright. This is why I suck at stealth games. I really do suck at stealth games. I can't even pronounce it.
They installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comet breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
All is quiet, as predicted.
Ha!
الجو ابتدى يتحرر قوي.
Hey guys, let's go.
All is quiet, as predicted.
Above me.
Got anything?
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
I don't think I wanted to down here, did I? I'm no, I'm just gonna die. Okay, this is not gonna work.
Installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن والمخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tooled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Did you say something?
He did not.
مفيش حاجة. دايما مفيش حاجة.
He's sneaky.
Anything?
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Let's check this floor again.
Did you say something?
Must be above or below me.
Got anything? All is quiet, as predicted.
أنت مؤمن. جوز أخوك مكتوب عليه. يكون أفضل لو كنا نخلص الصفقة دي.
ما تجيش بالقرآن لما تبدأ العصر.
Well, look at you and all these people.
معليش.
That's a toilet. Nothing good to use that. I'll have to take everybody out. Here comes another one. Where's that communications post?
مفيش حاجة هنا غير الرملة.
There's a guy up there. They're all over there. I want to take them all out. Move your bucket.
الدنيا تمام ومتأمنة. لا مش ممكن مستحيل.
Let's surround this
انت ما كنتش مركز كنت بتراقب هتاخد ايه؟ كيلو الجيماتور Keep shooting, I'm moving!
That did not go. Lamp. Okay, I need to start, you know. Just put me here. Hide. Oh, that was bad. Why did I do that? I hit the wrong button. Well, it got this guy's attention.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Singh any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
There's a lot of shooting.
روبو ده كان يعرف احنا هننتقم منه.
Oh, hello, boy. Come to help me. Yeah, good boy, aren't you? فينك يا سيد؟ الوقت بيعدي بسرعة.
Would be something.
أنا متأكد إنه مفيش حاجة أصلا. Come up here. Fine by me. Take them out one at a time. هناك في البلكونة.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Singh any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
I am not doing very well. I am really struggling to fight these people. But that's alright. I'm learning. We're learning. Might do like a level at a time, the amount of time it takes me. Right, where the hell am I?
الجو ابتدى يتحرك قوي. I must be seeing things. أنا متأكد إن مفيش حاجة أكتر.
What the hell? Oh.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاية كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس إن أنا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
I'm going to rip the rocks out while you still breathe!
This is going to be going up as how not to play Deus Ex. I'm literally going to be like doing like one level at a time at this rate. I might actually do that. Do one level at a time. It takes me like 3 hours to do a level. Right. Someone on my above.
كلها متأمنة.
I'm going to take him out first.
Would be something. أنا متأكد إنه مفيش حاجة أكتر. الجو ابتدى يتحرك قوي. خلينا نفتش الدور ده تاني. This won't end well.
What's that on this floor? Stop him over the edge!
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاية كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس إن أنا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
هذا؟
I found the signal too soon. So I found my secondary objective. Alright. Oh my god, I suck. I just suck. Absolutely. Okay. Carry on. Alright, just go back here.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll patches once the deal kicks off.
حرك وطي راسك.
Where are they? Right behind there. One down. Got him.
Miller, I've disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Sing's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
There is a lot of people.
Lay down some cover fire. He's mine.
Come on, come on.
Come up. Lay down some cover fire. Where did that bastard go?
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on her ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
Ooh, look at those shiny ones.
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the? The park has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Greedy, making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't
Right,
reach
I'm
him!
on my way down. We got this, we got this.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that. Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! We had planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
What kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people?
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
Seraph Industries closely towards
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Multiple detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction.
29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
Sorry guys, I was just reading something there. Alright.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. Dubai laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Keep your head down. That is... Alright,
Cut off.
No, I'm afraid they are not.
You just let my wife do it.
You, come here. Me? Yes, you.
I'm so sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, poor. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman, moving a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augover, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I will, sir, don't worry.
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
That's a big guy with a...
Just watch yourself, Clank.
You brought this on
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why.
Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
That was a bomb. Very large bomb.
Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help.
Damn it! Ensign.
Hold on.
Oh dear.
Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Whew. Ooh, stash. Since there's no point trying to convince you not to do what you're planning to do, I figured I could stop even getting killed too quickly. That is, after a while, you constantly come to me to help, isn't it? This device contains data I've collected, links which may or may not support the theory that extremely wealthy individuals have manipulated events and caused everything bad that's happened to us. Maybe sifting through it will let you find them. Suspended off Tokyo Service Industries, researchers, mass sex establishments and attacks from directly against the biotechnology firm. Shanghai based excuse me. It's another human rights firm. Violence are going to have to pick us news release grainy satellite footage of science performing notorious experiments on super soldiers. The call comes to mid reports from minor disturbances to potentially lethal defects. Mechanic House people are urged to visit their local limb clinics immediately. Hoping to end the growing controversy, billionaire Hugh Darrow's invited high-ranking government officials and key players in the human housing field to the Arctic. All at once, so many individuals around the world went crazy, attacking, killing everything in sight. Just broadcasting began. Dense populated migration-friendly cities have suffered the most damage completely to them. Already reading from losses incurred during the incident, Beltar Associates' fate was sealed when hackers linked to the Juggernaut Collective leaked details of the Black Slope facility. Hard hit by both the Taggart Act and a variety of new local concession laws, tariff industries and joining various competitors by closing these doors. To cope with rising violence and racism against orgs, governments all over the world are enacting harsh laws, but these laws will in fact only encourage more acts of terrorism. Not welcome package. Ooh, what's the triangle code? Triangle codes when you run the game, scan them using your phone. Ooh. Interesting. Around here. No, I think I'm good. Alright. Ooh. Shit. Punish health by to make high positive, hyperstims, painkillers, medication, single use disappears. Alright. Cool. What we got in here? Oh, yes. Anything else? There's the toilet. Alright, let's flush the toilet. Oh, dude, let's have a shower. Just keep away with this thing.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarah.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday...
Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do that.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchea.
Thank you. Wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. It was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage. And while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. There wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roca Seca Beach.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
Nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Right. I think I've got everything I need. Errors. Whoopsies. Side mission, points of interest. Ooh. Going in.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Damn it. That didn't work.
Co to jako znamená? Chápu, že tam nedá.
Interesting look.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Not quick enough.
Government's going to spend taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
When legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason involved, only fear and experience. That is why I moved to the Utrecht complex.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were you not allocations?
Those accusations.
God.
When I arrived in Prague,
There was terror bombing at the local church.
Anything in here?
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing. The third hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist?
Ooh, stash. Chip, crafting parts, biocell, Praxis limits. Doesn't seem to be anything I can do at the moment. It's all errored.
Partial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
Are you sure? I do not think that sounds right.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there. You want to do business? The man is over there.
You need to pick me up. You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
Aha!
You want anything else?
I have everything I need.
I know you
I
have
still
more,
have
but,
more.
You know, I have what I need. Please complete the Mistral.
Out of my face.
I'm out, I'm gone. Good, glad to know you're there.
I've got it. Dawes is the man.
Alright.
He'll set you up.
Seek and you will find.
Map menu marks important locations, including emergency access and metro stations. Press that text in game menu, the RBORB to reach them. That's a landmark. Ladder, metro, specialist. Right.
hands behind your head.
Like this?
Yes, I'm going to press you now.
Here we go.
That's for me to find
Hate
out.
this district. Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Right.
Looking forward to the end of the day. Don't forget about your permit authentication.
Doc Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
I'll clear it up with the people I work for. They'll take care of it.
And who do you work for exactly?
Does it matter? You worried I might outrank you?
Of course not. These rules, they apply to everyone. Besides, I am regional director of document checking. I report to God directly. It is God who tells me that if you continue this way, without proper permit, I am morally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
This document agent you mentioned, you see the one in charge? He gets you to stop OGs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shekashka. There's a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't ask questions.
I always thought they were like me. Hang around here.
No one cares
your
about the
papers
homeless.
are expired.
But they just extended my...
Just wait.
Whew. So fucking cold.
Apparently he's waiting behind a courtyard behind an apartment.
Streets free of crime.
Hold one of these hands and try something. Great. Another.
Fine. How do I get there? Aha! There we go.
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime than
to get around the back. Yeah. Ah, here we go.
This area is restricted to you, Og. You're, not on the guest list.
Don't know why I never get worth the check.
Right.
The money is slow to trickle.
There you are.
Hogs are getting attacked.
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help Augs with documentation, upgrade their permits.
You have the money.
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will apply.
How much do you charge people for this?
Not people. Augs. 35,000 credits.
Ah, anyway, I'm just checking what I need to do.
Your buddy said this one was on the house, because I'm such a nice guy.
Drahomir would never say that.
What would he say? Something like, gouge every Aug sucker I send you for as much money as you possibly can? Is that how this works?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work. Puts more effort in than we ask her to.
I think I've heard all I need to about your offer, and about your friend upstairs. Gonna try my chances without the papers for now.
Suit yourself. Only a matter of time before they come knocking at night. Getting a little boring.
Just
I'm up here.
Zaznamenáte podezřelou aktivitu, obraťte se na státní policii. Je to vaše občanská povinnost.
the money is slow to agree.
The Augs are scared. By tomorrow, we will be so busy you will be complaining about that.
Yeah. Yes, you can't get out of this door anymore. Up. Where do I go from here? Nope. Unlocked computer.
money is slow to a trickle.
Hogs are getting attacked. They laying low.
I can. Just.
Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je povinná. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost dbejte jejich pokynů.
Let's get there. Question is, how?
Standing. Area certified secure.
Getting a little worried.
Detected abnormalities.
What I need is there.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
Alright, I'm having a quick look at how I do this. How do I do this? Oh boy. I see how they went up that way. I went up that way. Oh, I see how they did it. Alright, just gonna follow this for a minute.
Money is slow to a trickle.
There's a bad vibe on the streets.
Not know why I never get to work the check. Really want to leave roundabout now.
Run. Come on, come on. Show me the way, people. Show me the way. Okay. Keep going to that door. Oh, I see where they are, I think. Same place, how am I not? Oh, okay. I think I see now. Got it. Join me, says me. Tried to sneak out again last night. Everyone keep eyes on that vent of hers. She's got too much work to do to be allowed to leave where she wants. I'm going to stop changing the codes. Chronic I can use my mother's legacy image inventories. The code to the locker to the right must be 1998.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no OG left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... You know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms, scam artists or not.
Crossing told you like a ghost.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made, and I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
All right, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
All right. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code, 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Back as the host after that disappearance in 27 for a while. But my ear holes still don't believe any word that slut puppet has to say.
The most technically advanced generation in history, at an individual level, we have successfully created the best of this new technology into our bodies and into our lives. At a communal level, however, many of us feel out of place in this. These things we inhabit are at best repositories of old architecture. and operations that no longer match our potential or needs at worst. They feel like a hostile to what we've become. Augmented citizens across the globe recognize the need for a new kind of city. We need new capital of progress that isn't held back by outdated design models and cynical political institutions. We need a place like Rabiha, an accessible, progressive, eco-friendly metropolis shining like a beacon in the plains of Oman. It may sound like utopic fantasy, but Rabiha is not a city-born dream. Rabiha has been conceived and constructed by the Santal necessity. It is the place our generation needs, a city designed for you.
Fucking washes the uniform this time. I think after Rosika, business will be up. Even a little tired.
Alright. Time to get out of here. See?
The bombing was bad for business. The officers.
Yes.
By tomorrow, we will be so busy you will be complaining about that. Did you get it too? Keep your eyes open. You looking for pearls? Whatever.
Alright. Meet Edward and Arenka.
Just because Dragomir looks like a... Hello?
Alright, this is the one I want.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some...
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times already. Said it was a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
Where's your family now?
They're here in Prague. There are places I can go sometimes from where I can catch glimpses of them, and at least I know they're all right.
You never speak to them?
Maybe someday. I think I still have a chance with my grandson. Children are better at forgiveness than adults. Is it not true?
They're better at forgetting. Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something?
Got
I
a
can
nice
put
coat
on
I
my
can put on.
nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
With these attacks.
Aha!
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first
okay.
tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, she'll be...
Hey.
We'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Alright, that's that done.
Milena, I met with both those AUGs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Someone turn up the damn key. I can't keep.
Living like this.
Don't do anything suspicious.
That's what the Tractor Palace says, right?
You mean repercussions? You stay away from this.
People need to understand that citizenship is a privilege, and it demands responsibility.
How does this Pravia work? Do you need Augs to build it, or do you want us to live there?
Both, actually. Although everyone is welcome. It's been built by...
Hey, Jensen, are you close? Things are getting, complicated over here. I could really use your help.
I'll be there when I can, Kohler.
Alright, let's go validate permits. Good old screens. That is supposed to be artfully hidden. I'm an AUG.
I hate watching the news.
Goodbye.
Ah.
I always get a little nervous when it comes to something.
Dr. Rucker Cling.
Hmm? Where did that come from?
Right.
I'm not the one.
How the hell do we do this?
Already.
Unbelievable. I heard that. This wasn't my show. It was yours. What is this city now? Hate to see what these Augs have done.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Kitsune with the lemon. Thank you so much, hon. Hey-oh.
Access denied.
You there?
That Panther is cornered.
Okay.
Try this again.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Here, run out.
Damn it.
Access denied.
Come on.
Alright, go in him.
I've got you covered.
This might not end well for anybody. Me. Damn it. Oh no, what's this? How you doing, Hunter? How do I get in? Alright, I'm gonna die. Yeah, not too bad, but the fact that I'm
Threat neutralized.
Let's find out where I've got the save. I could talk to the guard. Let's try talking to the guard. Oh, perfect.
Wank. I hate watching the news.
I'm loving this game. It's a bit more open world and stealth based than what I'm used to and what I would otherwise enjoy. But I'm having a lot of fun.
I always get a little nervous when I'm going to something.
Cannot come soon enough. Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed.
Alright.
I'm not the one.
They love to tear us apart.
Not my problem.
Huh. Alright.
This wasn't my fault. It was yours.
I am very oblivious, which is probably why I'm not good at stealth games. Unless there's something you're referring to specifically, in which case kind of let me know.
Can't even trust the department.
Oh! Congratulations.
To that garbage.
I had to overlook that, so what the hell was on about?
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes?
Got problems already. Got problems already.
20 validation stations, access officials, able to validate permits and officers do themselves. If we need to disable security systems for maintenance or investigation purposes, the code is SAM IT HEDOC. Alright, I got the password. Now what I'm going to do, let's get in here.
Best and latest technology. Our portable data
Wstęp zakazany.
Only has it here at the moment on Discord over the weekend. Oh, nice. So look over the vaccines.
Milena, I got into the ARC permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
This is true.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least.
Edward.
Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now.
Oh, achievement.
He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win.
What's going on?
No, it doesn't.
We helped someone though.
Reminds me of a movie I once saw.
Alright, let's deal with Dromir.
I don't care what you do, and I don't care about your privilege.
Deal with Dromir.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
Hello.
Hello. Great. Another one. Getting to be as many clanks here as in Golem.
Not the lady I'm looking for. Aha! You might be.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing hogs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin and the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Oggs a hard time.
Gotta help.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Do this.
There was a girl named Elena. The way she tells it, she was forced at gunpoint to work for Drahomir. They kept her in a little room and made her forge documents for them.
Why didn't she go to the police?
She was scared. A lot of people are scared.
Yeah, of course they are. Prague's going to hell. The bad cops don't care and the good ones are too busy filling out forms. Fuck it. Drahomir's been pulling this shit for long enough and I'm sick of being told to ignore it. Official police business now.
I will.
Stay
I'm just
out
gonna
of it.
sit back and observe.
Time to shut it down.
Another one.
Oh, hello.
Lovely sister, yes?
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
All of this. Panic ending. Alright. Alright, now I've got to get into the bookstore. Fact. Let's quit you so far. I'm going to end it there because I want to be back online by about 3 o'clock. Yes, I want to overwrite the save data. And I'm going to go and get myself sorted out and take Sparky for a walk. Thank you very much, everyone. This is a game I'm going to enjoy. It's just going to take me a little while to get used to it. I'm trying to find my way around. I'm not particularly good at stealth games, and I'm not particularly good at games that sort of, I'll be honest, doesn't lead you by the hand. But that's me. I suck at this kind of games. Anyway, I'll be back in a couple of hours. Haven't worked out what I'm going to play yet. I don't know whether I'm going to do something new or whether I'll carry on. I'm